Aloha, this is Gabriella Hartwell, and I wanted to talk to you about surrender and just how important surrendering is, just to bring everything that you desire into manifestation, to draw you to your twin flame and bring that fully into being in your experience. Surrendering is so important, not only in relationships, but really in absolutely anything in your life. And I want to talk about just what surrender means and how in surrendering you allow everything to come into being. When you surrender, and what I mean by surrender is really let go of the attachment to everyone and everything in your experience, to the expectations of response, let's say, right, in relationship with your twin flame, whether you are in direct connection with your twin flame or if you are communicating and sharing and loving through dreams and other means beyond the body. Either way, it's a surrendering of the expectation of the response, the time frame of your full reunion, and if it's really anything else in your life, it's surrendering to knowing what you want to create, putting out that intention there, and then letting go. Letting it go so that you surrender to the control of everything from the mind space into the heart space of allowing everything to happen. Because once you do that, you bring it into the divine flow and you allow it to happen in its perfect time. Everything that you are experiencing right now, here, in these moments that you're in right now, the relationships that you're in right now, all of this has its purpose. So everything that you're going through is in preparation for the next moment and the next relationship and the next thing you're going to bring into your experience. So therefore, we can't rush things. From our mind, of course, since we can have a fast food society, I like to call it, right? Because we want something and we want something right away. Well, we need to transition from that, and I talk a lot about that in my first book, You Find Your Soulmate When You Let Go of Searching, of how just naturally being yourself, being in your own vibration, being in your own energy, knowing that happiness comes from within you, that you bring to any relationship and any experience, then allows you to be in that space right here and right now, knowing everything has its purpose. Everything, everyone, every relationship, every experience, every challenge, which I like to call challenges opportunities for growth. Every challenge, everything has its purpose. And what we are meant to do is moving into the heart and looking from the perspective that really everything has its purpose. When we see that everything has its purpose, then it's easier for us to look at everything that has happened and knowing that it's all perfect because it's brought us to who we are now, to where we are now. And we couldn't have done it without those things, and even so, and especially so, those challenges, those challenging people and situations, to bring us to being more present in this now moment. And it is now that brings us the guidance for the next steps onto our journey of what we want to create. But it's so important of surrendering. Surrendering the attachment, the expectations, the time frame, all of that. And letting the universe guide you. Pay attention to the signs that are around you, the various ways that they come. Because the signs are what guide you to the next person to talk to, the next turn to take, whether that be turning to the left, turning to the right, going straight, whatever it may be. And when you do that, when you bring yourself into this now moment, totally present in this moment, not attaching to things, then you're able to see the things, noticing the things all around you that are coming into your experience to guide you. You know, oh, that person mentioned that, now another person mentioned that. I see a little pattern here, right? This happens to me quite frequently. And when we're aware of that, then we know and we can see more of those signs because we are aware and we're living in that space. So then when we do that, then we take action as we're guided to. And nonetheless, even though we're noticing all these signs and we're paying attention to all these signs, right, we are still allowing ourselves to be in this present moment, still not attaching to them even though we're noticing them. Being right here, almost like you're in the ocean floating. And you're noticing all of the seaweed going around you, all of the animals around you, so to speak. But you're right in this spot in the ocean. You're not attaching or putting your focus so much so that it takes you away from the spot that you are at right there in the ocean. But you can notice. And then when you have a lot of signs that bring you in one direction, you just flow. You flow into it. And then, of course, naturally, as you're flowing into it, then you bring more people along your path, more opportunities along your path, more situations along your path to continue to guide you and support you, letting you know you're on the right path. So surrendering is very, very important. I can't say it enough. And with surrendering comes a lot of releasing of patterns that we've held on to. You may have noticed if you surrender, there are emotions that are going to come up along your path, because when you have certain patterns and certain behaviors that you might not even consciously know you're doing, it's just a habit. What can come up when you're shifting that is emotions that might not necessarily be pleasant, but they're absolutely necessary. And so let those emotions come up. Let those emotions come up knowing that they're not negative. They're not taking you away from happiness. They're actually bringing you deeper into happiness. Because it is letting go of the old that welcomes in the new. It's letting go of things that aren't serving you to bring in things that are completely in alignment with you. Things meaning everything, situations, encounters, opportunities, people in your life, and particularly your twin flame, which is essential to release old behavior patterns, emotions, beliefs, energy vibrations in your body. This is so important. Cannot stress that enough. So surrendering is very, very important for everything that you want to bring to you along your path. And I can talk much more about this right now, but the fact that my drum just dropped, I'm feeling, and I was feeling before that I need to end here, this video. So that's just a perfect example of something that gets your attention, that lets you know, okay, time for the next step along your journey. And I'm going to be talking a lot about this on my radio show, the Beautiful Blog Talk radio show, as of December 19th, I believe, Monday, December 19th. And I have this coming Thursday, December 15th, a live chat where you are absolutely welcome to participate and ask questions and share your experiences of surrender. Please join me, and you may come and visit my website at emergingsoul.com. I send you a lot of love, a lot of aloha, and I look forward to sharing with you.